Hi friends, MD Vegan, Daily Greens, time for. Yeah, and I do that every day. Today I have a Batavia lettuce that is very nice, crisp and savory lettuce. Here these leaves, that's the inside, the last part of it. I always have a head, then I begin on the outside and this is the inside. And it is a little bit bitter. And you all know, maybe in America, especially the iceberg salad, the descendant of this one. This was the most favorite salad 100 years ago. Now is the iceberg salad is a lot more favorite, but in America I have people that don't even know it. Yeah. It's not often here I have it, so now I found one head and I always am happy to find a new leaf. When I read about it, they said it is sweet. Honestly, I can tell you it's not. It's bitter like all the green leaves, but it's not very bitter. It's a little savory. Iceberg salad is really not bitter at all. It's a very gentle flavor. Is the least nutrient-dense lettuce is the iceberg lettuce. I love it because it's so crunchy. Grows densely like a bud. This is a little bit more open, yeah, light, and I just cut it into pieces. It is a medium firm leaf that makes it very nice to cut and to combine with other ingredients. I always have to check, yeah, what it tastes like, and is it firm? How can I combine it? What kind of dressing is needed? The other ingredients, for example, if it is a savory leaf like this one, another example would be a field salad, yeah. Lamb's lettuce, or so they call it in the UK. So the field salad has a nutty leaf, nutty flavor, not bitter at all. This one is a little bit bitter. So when you put other ingredients that have a tart, bitter tones like olives or so, you got to be careful because you know that that salad will have a stronger flavor. These kind of things are important for me. So what I do in this one, it's very easy always to begin with a tomato and an onion. That's always a safe place here. I'll put in a nice tomato, and it's delicious. You cannot beat it. I cut it into small pieces this time, and a small part of an onion only, not too much. You know, some less than usual, because I have a green onion too. Green onions are spring onions. They are from the same family, the onion plants. But it is not as bitter, not as hot, I mean. It's more mild. You see these stems here? They grow on top of the earth. I cut them into little ringlets, and I love them in a salad. They're crunchy, not very bitter, mild, not bitter at all, not very hot. The onion is hot. And that's why it's so nice with tomato, because tomato is juicy and washes the hot flavor out of the onion if you chop it nicely. Then the flavor goes in everywhere with this sweet and sour balancing tomato flavor. So it's a nice combo. And the same is for the avocado. It's a very fatty plant. It's a fruit, although tomatoes are fruit, avocados are also fruit, but these are because they are the part of the plant that bears the seeds. That's called definition of fruit. The seed-bearing part of a plant is a fruit. And avocado obviously has the seed inside. A big kernel, so it's a fruit, and it's light. I can taste this lightness. Avocados are not heavy. They are fat, a lot of fat, so it's not so easy to digest like fruit, for example, other fruit, not fatty fruit, but it's still light in my flavor. And the fat is good because it also carries the flavors. It neutralizes hot flavors. So nice together with avocado. Yeah? And also here the greens, very nice with avocado. And then I have something more savory here, microgreens. It's a pretty much of it, but the thing is, I didn't know at first, I have to chop it also, because microgreens are long stems, like threads, yeah, long threads. And if I put it into the salad as long threads, yeah, radishes, other kinds of cruciferous veggies, all kinds of microgreens you can get. They offer them in the supermarkets now. I'm getting little packages here, ready grown. You just cut some up with the shears, and then I chop it up, because when you have these threads, long threads in the salad, the texture is not so nice. I don't like to chew on long threads. That's not so nice. But when you chop it up, it's rather a seasoning, a savory seasoning. It makes it peppery a little bit, or sharp, like radishes or so, and it's very nice. So my dressing is garlic cashew dressing. I have shown you in recent days already. This one is a runny batch. I showed you another video how to make the garlic cashew dressing. You have a lot of cashews, a lot of garlic, lemon, pepper, and salt and water. You blend it up, and you watch the video under this one. There's a link, you find it easily. And that's what it looks like. And it's runny, like this. You can make it creamier, depends on what kind of dressing you want for the salad. I don't take too much now. A little bit more I take because I have some more ingredients than last time. I made my first Batavia in this season. Very simple. And I took a little bit more dressing, less dressing. When I have more ingredients, I take a little bit more dressing, because otherwise I will not toss it now, because I have to eat it and right away, because otherwise still the inside of these Batavias, they are a little bit more tender. So it always depends on what kind of head you find. This one's a little bit tender, more tender. It's still medium firm, but a little bit tender too. So I won't risk it to toss it, and I have some things to do, because once I toss it, I have to eat it right away. Otherwise, it loses a nice texture, the crunch, the crisp. It's for Batavia is so characteristic. So I'll do that a little bit later, and with the more ingredients, I have a little bit more dressing, because otherwise, when the ingredients are chopped up, like the herbs here and the microgreens and so, it tastes a little bit dry. Yeah? They have a little bit, they need a little space, and the dressing gives them a little space that loosens it up a little bit. So to have a little bit nicer dressing, and when the dressing is more runny, you can take a little bit more. When the dressing is thick, it would be too heavy maybe. Again, so that is all things I balance. But when I make a dressing, a new recipe every single day, I get so much experience. I learn so much every single time. So much fun. Yeah, and that's why I invite you to subscribe and eating on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. You can push bell to get notified, and then you don't miss a single one. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.